A minor league pitching coach offers advice to a new member of his staff.
As we look at this young pitching prospect, there are so many things to learn early in your professional career as a pitcher. Al Leiter is with us. Al, what are some of the biggest things to keep in mind as you start your rise in the pro ranks as a hurler?
Well, strike one is paramount. Strike one, get ahead. Have the ability to command a fastball. On top of that, changing speeds. And we see it all the time with respects to analytics and where we are with statistical data. Changing speeds with not only one pitch, but two pitches. So I want to see command of a fastball, preferably down and away. I still love it. Still hard to hit a home run down and away. Be able to utilize both sides of the plate of your fastball, whether it's 90, 95, 85, I don't care what the number is, and then have two breaking balls that you can throw for strikes. The constant stepping on the gas pedal and hitting the brake is really the effectiveness of pitching. Fast, slow, and locating your pitches.
This manager is hoping to stoke the competitive fire of his pitchers.
Let's go.
The show's continuing coverage of AA Northeast League Baseball is on the air. Tonight, Game 2 of this three-game weekend series between the Binghamton Rumble Ponies and the Altoona Curve. We've got baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. Number 5 will be on the bump for Game 2 of the series. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, you always like to begin the season on a good note. In his first start of the year, he did just that, picking up the win. There's nothing he'd like to do more than to get number 2 in this one here. Striding in is Pete Armstrong, and we are set for baseball here this evening.
Tonight, the center fielder, Pete Armstrong.
He's ready. Here's the first pitch. Hit on the ground toward the left. And a base hit, so he goes after the first pitch he sees, and he's on to open up the inning.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
Guys, we take a look at the home 9 as they take the field tonight. They've been playing some pretty good baseball of late as they've won 6 of their last 8 games.
Yeah, Matty, the first game of any series.
Oh, and he can't come up with it.
Man, they're going to the batter's box looking to swing, being really aggressive. They've gotten 2 hits on the first 3 pitches of the game. The guy in the mound better figure out a way to nibble on the corners, or otherwise they're going to start hitting him all over the yard.
Great chance to drive in a run here in the early going. 0-1, here it comes.
Hey, time to start making some quality pitches. He finds himself in a tough spot behind an account with guys on base.
Fouled away.
Fair ball.
Here's the pitch on 2-2.
How did he hit that?
Put that in a memory bank. First time he breaks out a curveball right there, and it's a pretty good one.
Another try at 2-2. Lofted in the air out toward right center. And that's going to fall for a base hit. And they're going to take a 1-0 lead as the run comes across to score.
Hey, that's a big RBI single right there, D-Row. They lost the first game of this series, and they certainly don't want to fall behind and may potentially lose the first 2 games of this set.
Without question, Dan. Offensively, you're just trying to grind it out, give your team a chance, give the pitcher a chance to relax a little bit, even the series up, hopefully, and fight it out tomorrow.
A ball and a strike now. And able to lay off the fastball away here. 2-1 now.
It's not easy to continue pounding the strike zone when you've given up 3 consecutive hits, but he has to trust that getting the ball down in the zone will get him an out.
Now this is on the ground to first. We'll see if they can get 2. The second for 1. Back to first, so they get the double play, but the run does come in to score. So base is empty now after the double play. And digging in is the outfielder, Drew Ferguson. And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1.
Hey, that's a huge double play to settle everybody down right now. Giving up a few early runs. Let's see if he can get out of this inning and regroup.
1 ball, 1 strike to count. A ball and 2 strikes.
You could tell by the hitter's balance after that swing that he's seeing the ball really good. His timing is right there, and I expect him to catch something clean.
Count even at 2-2. Into the windup and the pitch. Hot shot on the ground to short. Scooped up. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. So 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and no one left. On now to the bottom of inning number 1, and Binghamton is out in front, 2-0. Now at the plate here is Mark Vientos.
Leading off, the third baseman.
First pitch on the way.
Vientos.
Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike 1. And that misses 1-1.
Hey, here we go.
Here it comes. And this is low, ball 2. 2-1.
He might still be thrown off from that first inning, guys. He got knocked around pretty good, and that can be hard to recover from mentally sometimes.
Here now the 2-2. Pitch popped up. Rivera in foul ground. He's got it 1 away. Next up, David Rodriguez. He was hitless in the shutout last night. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. Left side. Fielded cleanly. Throw gets him. 2 down. So now to the plate, Shervian Newton. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. Fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. Lays off again, and it's 2-0. Now the pitch. Hit down the third baseline. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit.
Hey, they always say hitting in the 8-hole in the National League is one of the toughest jobs to do because you're hitting in front of the pitcher. Not necessarily going to get pitched like an 8-hole hitter. You want to get out of that spot? Guess what? Newsflash. Be better. Because basically every other hitter in the lineup is hitting in front of you except the pitcher.
Here we go now. Let's go.
And it's fouled away. Working for the punch out and the offering.
Basic pitching right there. 0-2 fastball up and out of the zone. Change the eye level. Now time to go to that.
We'll have to press pause as that strike 3 to retire the side. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 man left aboard. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2. Binghamton leads it 2-1. At the plate now is Pete Armstrong, singled in his last at-bat.
Pete
First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. This pitch is popped up. Betancourt is there. 1 down. Next, it'll be Carlos Cortez. He singled first time up. And a fastball close, but ultimately ruled a ball. 1-0. Got him to swing at a pitch below the knees. 1-1. Pitch on the way. Popped him up. Kaiser over to his right. And he makes the catch for the second out. Now at the plate is Jeremy Vasquez. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Now the 0-1.
One ball, 2 strikes.
Lifted the other way down the left field line. Left fielder is on the move. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. So they breeze through this half of the inning. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. And Binghamton is out in front, 2-1. So here now is the pitcher, number 5. He's ready for his first AB here in this one. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. Ball 2 now.
It's great to be able to face a pitcher to lead off the inning and get yourself a quick out. But now you find yourself down 2-0, and he's licking his chops for a fastball.
2 balls and a strike to count. The 2-1 pitch is a fastball swung on and missed. 2-2.
There we go.
And that's a base hit into center field.
Find the ball.
Hey, this is perfect storm right here. This is how big innings start. You put a crooked number up on the board when the pitcher leads off an inning with a huge knock.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go Lolo Sanchez. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Pulled the fastball down a little too much there. That's ball 1.
Steal a base?
And he lays off for a ball. 2-1. A runner at first with no outs here.
Eli's on the pitcher, right?
Runners on the move for second. Pitch outside. The throw. Offline throw, but they still got him. Good job of getting the tag down there.
A lot of times, if a guy is going, it's going to be on the first couple
Terrible
of pitches,
call,
but
coach.
he waited it out that time. Didn't matter, though. A good catch and throw, and they nabbed him at second.
Don't you have a pitcher steal?
Now it'll be number 6. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
The right fielder.
That is a steal.
Number 6.
Hey, nobody.
First pitch on its way.
0-1.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. Fooled with the curveball there, and it's strike 2.
Man, as a pitcher, you have to love pitching 0-2. Multiple ways, up, down, in and out, throw the breaking ball. A lot of different ways to get guys out.
So he ran the fastball by him for the punch out. Number 6 goes down to become the first out here in the 4th. So now to the plate, Drew Ferguson, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike 1. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Grounded weakly toward third. He's got it. In time to first, and there are 2 away. Stepping up is Mark Vientos. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. A changeup floats outside here for ball one. Hits are now even at 4 apiece. Fastball at 88 that time. A ball and a strike. One and two now as that one's fouled off. And another foul ball. Again, a 1-2.
I know he missed with a fastball right there, but this guy's arsenal, you can't figure out what he's trying to do. He's got a lot of different directions he could go in right here.
And this one runs in on him as he can't get his arms extended. A great pitch there, and the inning is over. So they go quietly here in this half inning. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. Binghamton leads it. And now in the box, David Rodriguez. He'll start things out as we begin the 5th. First offering. In there for strike 1, 0-1. And that's a called strike at the letters. Though that looked high from here, it's 0-2 now.
Yeah, this is straight survival mode. Down 0-2. The numbers are definitely not with the batter here.
And they'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. Just hung in there on that one. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Hit hard down the left field line. But this is going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2-2. Now a ball lifted high in the air towards shallow right center field. Kaiser backs up a bit and he takes charge for the first out. Next to hit, Shervian Newton. He collected a base hit his first time up. Now here it comes.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating, feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
Count now a ball and a strike. Gets him to swing at a pitch down and out of the zone. 1-2.
Wow, great pitch right there, right? Changing speeds. How about that straight changeup? How about that swing? Howdy, if you're waving at me.
And this is swung on and missed, so it's 2 up, 2 down to start the 5th.
Pretty textbook breaking ball for the punch out right there. Got it to bend a lot, and by the time it got there, it had fallen completely out of the zone. Not much you can do with that pitch.
Into the box, Thomas Szapucki.
Now batting.
As he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. He's 0 for 1 thus far. And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control. 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. He got him. Lively fastball that time, and it puts an end to the inning. So they go down without a whimper here. Home half of the 5th coming up. And Binghamton is out in front, 2-1. So next to bat will be number 5. He singled in his first AB. Now the pitch.
0-1.
There's another pitch for a strike, and this guy's really attacking hitters well tonight, being aggressive early on. And if he continues to throw strikes like he is, he's going to have a pretty good night.
Here's another 0-2. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses. 1-2. And a fastball blew it right by him, and there are 2 down.
Talk about blowing it by a guy. Geez, I mean, that fastball was way behind him when the swing came through the zone. I have to think he was looking for something off speed, and he just...
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Pete Armstrong. He'll get his side started in the inning, and Dan, so far they've been stifled offensively since the first inning.
Boy, they sure have, Matt. They came out of the gates and got hot right away, but whatever was going for them pretty much has disappeared. We'll see if they can wake it back up.
And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. So the next to bat will be Carlos Cortez. He flew out in his last debut. And now the first pitch. Hit on the ground out to short. He's right there. And the sixth inning is progressing quickly here. Now 2 away. Next to stand in is Jeremy Vasquez. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. As he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. Low scoring game thus far, 2-1 here in the sixth. And here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball. 1-1.
We've seen this before. Fastballs in, then breaking balls away. That's been his plan of attack throughout the first half of this game.
1 ball and 2 strikes to count. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2. This one misses, and that'll fill the count here. 3-2 with 2 away.
Looked like he tried to elevate a fastball on that 2-2 pitch there, but kind of overdid it. With a pitch that high, it's pretty easy to lay off if you're the hitter.
Payoff pitch one more time. Grounded back up the middle. Reined in. And the off-balance throw is right there for the third out. And a high degree of difficulty on that one as the side is retired. Nothing across here this half of the inning.
Come on. Oh, come back. Yeah. No decision.
So the home crowd will have a pleasant drive home afterwards as their guys have taken the first 2 of this 3-game series. A win tomorrow, they can break out the brooms.
And it's a 4-3 finish in this evening's ball game. The Curve crossed the plate 3 times in the 8th, helping propel them to the win. Blake Wyman claims the win out of the pen, his first. David Bednar closes the door for the save, his 6th. So that'll put a wrap on things here this evening. For my partners Dan Plesac and Mark DeRosa, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a special presentation of MLB The Show. For more, follow.
Oops, can't fill them.
Well, for a minute, it really looked like they were going to play with using this kid on the mound and in the field, but it seems they've quickly abandoned that idea. Jim Callis of MLB Pipeline joins me. Jim, does that tell you that the pick on him was a reach as high as it was?
You know, I really wouldn't say that at all. I mean, one thing I've learned over the years is you don't want to judge a draft too soon. Sure. You got to wait for it to play out and see how the guy, give him years in the big leagues before you really know for sure. But to be honest, it's so difficult to make it as a two-way player because it's difficult to make it as a hitter or as a pitcher, and to try to do both is that much harder. And I've seen a number of instances where you have a guy who's maybe a two-way player at the amateur level, and you bring him into pro ball, and you make him a pitcher, and then you see his fastball gets better because he's not drained, he's not exerting energy, trying to make it as a position player. His secondary stuff gets better because he has more time to work on it. It's the same thing. I've seen plenty of hitters who've given up pitching, and then they can focus on hitting, and they get better. Maybe they start driving the ball more. They become better defensive players because they have more time to take ground balls or fly balls, as the case may be. So, no, I wouldn't say it's a mistake. We've got to let this guy's career play out.
A player new to his Double-A squad gets a tip from one of his coaches.
Control. Change my stance again. Whoops.
Time for minor league baseball here on the show as we set our sights on the Double-A Northeast League. Tonight, the first of this three-game weekend series between the Harrisburg Senators and the Altoona Curve. Harrisburg have lost their last 5 games. They'll attempt to break that streak right after this. Number 5 gets the call for game 1 of the series. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, thanks, Matty V. This guy here is a basic 3-pitch mix guy. Fastball, curveball, change, primarily fastball changeup guy. He'll use the curveball to effect, but one of the things he needs to do, locate his fastball to give himself a chance to use that good changeup and his curveball.
And now the first pitch. Hard hit towards center. Siani is right there, 1 down.
Everybody's
Digging in will be Armando Cruz. First pitch of the AB on its way. And here's a fastball called for strike 1. Fellas are home 9 as they begin play here this evening. They're definitely in a nice stretch as they've won 6 of their last 7 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, this is a nice one. First game of a homestand. You played well on the road. You got a chance to grab a shower and sleep in your own bed last night. I bet you this team comes out on the attack today.
Ready on 1 and 2. Very mild temperatures as we begin tonight. 58 degrees here at first pitch. Here now the 2-2. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. The 2-2 one more time. Is looked at, and the count moves full.
Well, you don't see it all that often, but this might be a good time for a 3-2 change. If he can locate it,
there's a swing and a ball hit in the air, and a ball that he got every stitch of, as that one, without a doubt, is gone. A solo shot here to left. First home run of the campaign for him, and that will break the seal early here. It's quickly 1-0.
Love the homer in the top of the first inning. Give your pitcher a chance to kind of regroup and gather himself with an early lead.
go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike one. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. Here's the 1-1.
Hey, that's a great job by the pitcher right there, stealing a strike with that get-me-over breaking ball, and now he can get a little nastier with it in the dirt.
And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2. And he missed with this one up around the noggin. Now it's full. 3-2 pitch. And a fastball misses there. Ball 4.
Wow, if that's not a strike, I don't know what is. I know these subs have a tough job. I get it. We'll see if he gets the next borderline call or if there are any makeup calls coming up.
From the stretch. As he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball 1.
Hey, he threw that pitch with a purpose to get a double play. Good job to let it go by, though, as a hitter.
And he'll try to check his swing here, but he'll have no such luck. It's strike 1. Now the 1-1 pitch. To 1-2 now.
Oh, yeah.
From the belt, the pitch. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. And that gets through for a 1-out base hit. And they'll have runners at the corners following the 1-out single.
You don't see that too much in today's game. Most guys, it doesn't matter what the count is. They're looking to line up, drive the ball out of the ballpark. Not the case here. Good 2-strike adjustment and able to punch a ground ball through a hole for a single.
Number 25 is at the plate as he watches ball 1. Runners are at the corners with 1 man out. And this is on the ground to first. Could be 2. To second for 1. Relay to first in time. And just like that, this side is retired. So they pick up a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. We'll move on to the bottom half of inning number 1. Harrisburg is out in front. And stepping in, Ian Sagdahl comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game. High and tight here to begin the inning. It's ball 1. Back up the middle, and that's through for a hit. So a base hit to kick things off here, and there's a man aboard to start out their half of the second.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dad. Sent it back right where it came from.
Number 20 is at the plate as he takes a cold strike 1. Slowly hit to first. I don't think they can get 2. 1 there on to first, and that's now 2 innings and 2 double play balls here tonight. 2 away now.
That's one of the hardest double plays to turn right there because of the difficult throw the first baseman has to make. No problem this time, though, and they get the 2 outs they were looking for.
Hit back up the middle. He gets dirty, but he can't make the play. It's a base hit.
I can't tell you guys how fired up Bobby Cox used to get when the 8-hole hitter would get a knock. And I would know that, boys, because I batted an awful lot in that 8-hole.
Number 24 is at the plate here as he quickly finds himself down a strike. It's 0-1. From the stretch. And a check swing here as he couldn't help himself, and it's ruled strike 2. Hit to first. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So no runs on 2 base hits, no errors, and a runner left on. On now to the bottom of the second. Next to hit is number 5. First trip to the plate for him in the ball game. From the belt, kicks and deals. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. Breaking pitch, and this bounces in front of the catcher.
Can't fall behind against the pitcher. Need to minimize pitch count against the easy outs, and this is certainly one of them.
Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
It's amazing how guys can lose focus sometimes when the weaker hitters come up, especially the pitchers. You got to stay on the attack and minimize pitches and get these guys out in a hurry.
Taking all the way, and it's 3-1 now. Oh, it's hit to third. 5, 4,
hard 90, hard
3 on a nice dig at first, and the inning is over. One hit in the inning, but no one left. We've played 2 full. Altuna's out in front, 2-1.
Leading off for Harrison.
First delivery to him. On the ground to the left side. Fielded cleanly. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third. So next to hit is Armando Cruz. Off to a fine start in this one after launching a homer his first time up. And a ball 1-0. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. A 2-1 score here as we play inning number 3. And there's ball 2 now. And this one misses as well, and that pushes it to 3-1. Ramon Flores is on deck. And this misses for ball 4. The second walk he surrendered here in the first 3 innings. So now into the box is Ramon Flores. Worked a walk his first time up.
With that base running threat on first base, man, does that change the pitcher's whole mentality. This guy at the plate should assume nothing but heaters coming right at him.
That's lifted the other way out to left. Sanchez is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first. Next, it'll be Canning. He singled first time up. Has a look. Now the pitch.
That elevated fastball right there. That is the biggest change in the game today for me. When I first came up, a lot of guys working that Greg Maddux east to west.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Pulled toward right center field. Long run for the center fielder. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. So they pick up no runs, no hits, no errors, and a runner left. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3. The Curve lead it 2-1. Now into the box, number 25. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Here's the first pitch. Into his windup, here comes the 1-0. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Right fielder giving chase. And a great diving effort there, but it'll just tip off his glove, and it's a base hit.
Boy, so frustrating as a pitcher. You make a quality pitch on the inside half of the plate right there. Try to bust him in, D-Row, and he fights it off the other way.
Yeah, you tip your hat to the pitcher right there. He executed his pitch, but nice job by the offensive player fighting. It doesn't matter what it looks like. A knock's a knock.
Ian Sagdahl is in now as he watches a pitch for ball 1. That evens it up 1-1. And he pulled up in time, but it's a called strike 2. In the dirt, and now let's see. And it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch. Ready with the 2-2. Here's a breaking ball, but it doesn't quite find the strike zone. Number 20 waits on deck. A bouncer up the middle. He's got it. And there's one down now. Digging in next, number 20. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. He's ready. Here's the first pitch. And there's a fastball well off the plate inside. Bounce towards the second baseman. Scooped up. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score.
A simple ground ball to the infield, but the run does come home from third, and they cut their deficit to only 1 run.
Now batting, number 38.
Number 38 is the batter now as he looks at a ball of 1-0. This is popped up. Mojica might try to make a play on it. And this will not be caught. It's a foul ball.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating, feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
High in the air out towards shallow right. He's under it, and that ends the inning. So it's 1 run on 1 hit, no errors, and no one left on base. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. Next to hit will be the pitcher, number 5. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
Power.
Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch.
From an offensive standpoint, this is where you got to push the throttle right here. You've had a couple hits in the inning. You got a 1-0 count leverage. Let's see if he can gap something.
Now grounded to short. This could be 2. The second for 1. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. So no runs here on 2 hits, no errors, and 1 man left on base.
Leading off for Harrington.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Number 24 stands in as he looks at a called strike. Oh, got him a swing out of his shoes on that one. 0-2.
Wow, that changeup is an absolute beaut. They call it the great equalizer for a reason.
Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going.
He's certainly pushing the throttle and pulling it with those 4 pitches. Statistics class tells me I'm sitting fast.
And the leadoff man gone now to start the 5th. Next, here is Yasel Antuna. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. There's a fastball called for a strike on the inside corner. Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball.
Looked like he was cheating a heater right there. A little bit too far out in front. Got to find a way to keep his hands back.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Hops this one up, and no one will get this one. The 0-2 once more. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Sanchez will get there with ease as he puts it away for out number 2. Ready now is Armando Cruz. First pitch on the way. And he lays off there 1-0. Changeup stays outside and is behind 2-0. Now here's the pitch. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And it's a foul ball.
Huge swing of the bat right there, just hooking foul. Would have tied the game. I know there's still a lot of game left, but that was potentially a huge momentum swing there. Gonna have to find a way to refocus and continue this at bat.
Hit in the air out to left field. And no trouble for him as he makes the catch to end the inning. So they're held in check here this half of the inning. Last half of the 5th coming up. The Curve lead it 3. Top half of the 6th about to get started, and that'll bring up the outfielder, Ramon Flores. And he fouls this one off. The windup and the 0-1. And there's ball 1.
You know he wants that on the mound, especially if it would have made the count 0-2. Didn't get it, though, so now you have to make another quality pitch on 1-1.
And this is going to be extra bases here, leading off the 6th.
Cut it!
And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
Boy, after that base knock right there, D-Roll, he extends his hitting streak to 7 games.
Yeah, and you can tell he's made some necessary adjustments at the plate. Anytime you're getting a knock every day of the week, you're doing things right. He's keeping that front shoulder tucked, staying inside the ball, not trying to do too much.
Blake Wyman takes over on the mound here with nobody out in the 6th inning.
Number 79, Blake Wyman.
Short leash.
Take the base.
Oh boy. Good job. Come on. Yeah. Wow. All right.
And tonight's one-run game comes to an end, 6-5 the final. Luis Oviedo claims the win out of the pen, his first. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to the new website, theshow.com.
Our final line score. First for the victorious Terps, 6 runs, 8 hits, no errors. They left 11 men on base. For the Senators, 5 runs, 12 hits, 1 error, and 11 runners left on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 40 minutes. Thank you all for joining us here tonight. And we remind you to please drive home safely.
All right. Gotta move that camera location. I'll change that next time. There we go.
He ran into some trouble his last time out. You could tell he wasn't having his best day on the mound. Al Leiter got a chance to see that game. Al, you have some thoughts about what went wrong for him.
Yeah, I think his location was bad. There was pitches up in the zone, clearly not what he wanted to do. It seemed like he wasn't in sync with his catcher. Anytime that happens, you can see agitation on the mound. He's not feeling good about it. What happens? You get in bad counts. I saw a lot of 2-0, 2-1, 3-1 counts. Did walk a few guys, and as a result of that, what happens? You see a lot of pitchers, and I thought this is what I saw with him. Started aiming it. That ball is not as with great velocity, or maybe not as crisp. The location is off, and those are the times when you see guys that struggle.
So how do you move past that? How do you get to the next game and do better the next time out?
Realize that's going to happen. You know, it's baseball. You're not going to go through a full season from April until October, and minor leagues April until September, and think that every single start is going to be exactly as planned. It's not. And you better get out of your head. You're going to have some great games, you're going to have good games, and you're going to have some clunkers. Get that clunker, put it in your rearview mirror, and start thinking about your next start.
I'm gonna hit any home runs. Batting stance. Current players. was just a quick stream, so I'll leave it there. Boom. Alright. Feel free to come chat next time. I'm on if you want to. Always down. Probably play again this weekend, so have a good one.